we are going to see arrays in JavaScript. And these are the topics which I will be covering in arrays section. We will see what is array. We are going to see methods in arrays, array iteration, how to use arrays in for loop, for each loop, for in loop. We are going to see, and also we are going to see const keyword in arrays. What happens when we use const keyword in arrays? These are the topics I will be covering in this entire session. So first we are going to see what is array. I have opened my Visual Studio Code and this will be our 53rd video in this JavaScript series. Now array is nothing but it is a special variable which will be holding multiple values. Now suppose I am having fruits and inside fruits we are having multiple names. So inside one variable only we can store all the fruits. Let me just show you the example. Let fruit 1 is equal to apple. In the same way, I just want fruit 2. I will just write here mango. I will write fruit 2. We have many fruits, but instead of creating separate variable for each of the fruit, what I will be doing, I will be creating array. Array will be created using this square bracket. This is called as array literal. Inside this, I can pass this apple, then I can pass here mango. I can pass many fruits. As much as fruits I want, I can just pass that one. Banana, I can pass grapes. Multiple fruits name, I can pass inside one variable itself. So this is where arrays are useful. Those are the special variables which will be holding multiple values. I will save this. Now I'll just display this one. I will save this. Now inside this console you can see I have apple, mango, banana and grapes. And for each of the value we are having this index number. And if you notice here, index number is starting with 0 and our length of the array is 4. So the last value is length minus 1. So I will be getting the last index as 3. So for each and every value in arrays, we will be having index number. Now I just want to print only mango. So what I can do, I will just copy. For mango, I have the index number as 1. I can just write here 1. I will save this. Now only mango will be displayed. As we all know, JavaScript is a dynamic programming language. At the runtime, we can change the variable value. Now I will just come down. Instead of apple, I am just going to change pineapple. And for apple, we are having the index as 0. So what I will be doing, I will write here fruit. Index of 0, we will be passing like this is equal to, I will be writing the new value. I will save this. I will just bring this console down. I will save this. Now you can see instead of apple, the value is changed to pineapple. I can change the values here and also I can add the value. Now the index number is ending at 3. Now I can just write here fruit. Fruit of 4, index 4 is equal to, let me just write here Goa. I will save. I will open this. Now you can see on 4th index Goa is added. Okay, this is how we are going to use arrays. Arrays will be created using square bracket and we can access the values using index number. And also we can change the values as well as we can add the values inside the arrays. You should always remember that whenever we are accessing arrays value, we will be using index number. But for object, we used to get the values using the property name. Let me just show you one example. Let data is equal to first name. First name, I will just write my name. I will come down. I will write here last name. Khanam. Okay, this is our object. Inside this, let me just print here log. I will write here data. I will save this. Now this is my object. Now to get this value, first name and last name, I have to use this property. So you should always remember, for arrays, to access values, we will be using numbers, but for objects, we will be using names. Now I just want last name. I can just come here. I can directly write here last name. I will save this. Now I got the result as Khanam. But many programming languages will support named index arrays, but in JavaScript, it will not support named index array. Now, if I just show you one example, let me just write here const. I will write here vegetable. I will be creating empty array. I have just created one empty array. Now, inside this, I will add here vegetable 0. I will give here brinjal. Then I'm just going to write here potato. I will write here 1. Now, if I just print log, I will just write here vegetable. I will save this. Now, you can see I got this result. For index numbers, first we can directly create empty array, and later on we can add the values. We will be getting the result. Now, instead of this, if I just write here vegetable 1, I will copy, and here I am just going to paste vegetable 2. I will save this. Now you can see when I print this one, I am just getting vegetable 1. Let me just change here vegetable 2. I will save this. Now inside this, I am having vegetable 1 is brinjal, vegetable 2 is potato. But here if you notice, I do not have any index number, and also the length is 0. So when we use these named indexes in arrays, it will not be generating correct result. It will be giving us the wrong result. So we are going to avoid this one, because in JavaScript, named indexes are not supported in arrays. But for objects to access values, we will be using this named values. But in arrays, we will be using this numbered indexes. Now imagine we are having thousands of data inside the array. Now we can find the first index, that is using 0. But we will not be able to find the last index number. We can directly print in console and we can get, but the easiest way is doing length minus 1. I will just come here. Now inside this fruit, I will just write here fruit. Accessing first element is using this one, 0th index. I will get here pineapple. Now accessing last element is, I will write here fruit dot length. This will be giving the length. You can see length. Length is 4 minus 1. I will save this. So my last index will be 4. Now if I just print here 4, I will come here. Fruit index of 4. I will save this. I will get the last index result. Using this, you can find the last index of the element. But instead of this, if you directly want to print the data, now let me just comment it out. I will just comment it out. I will copy this lines, and here I am just going to paste. Now what I will be doing, I will just remove this fruit. Fruit dot length will give me 5. 5 minus 1, I will get the result as 4. So when I save this one, again I will be getting this result. So using this, we can get the last index value, and using this, we can get the index number. Previously in our data type section, we have already seen array is an object. So when I just print here log type of fruit, I will save this. Now you can see type of array is object. So many people will be having question, when type of array is object, then how we will get to know it is an array? So for that, we are having one method, to find out whether it is an array or not. I will write here array dot is array. Inside this, I'm just going to pass here fruit. I will save this. Now, let me just create one variable. Let type data is equal to. Now, below this, I'm just going to print this data. Log type data. I will save this. When I get the value as true, which means my fruit is an array. Using this is array method, we can get to know this variable belongs to array or not. Now, in the same way, we are having one operator that is called as instance of. I will just remove this. I will write here type data1. Now, inside this, I'm just going to write here fruit instance of operator, and inside this I'm just going to pass here array. What I have done here, using this operator, we will be getting the result as true if the object is created by a given constructor. Now this fruit is belong to my array. Now when I just print here type data1, I will save this. Again for this also I will get the result as true. Now I will just give my object here. I have created the object. This is my object data. Now for this, if I just write here data, I will save this. Now for this, I will be getting the result as false because data is the object. Data is not array. Now here also, if I just write here data, I will save. I will get the result as false. We will be getting the result as true only if the variable is an array. If we have given square brackets, then only we will be getting the result as true. And also you should remember, inside this array we can pass any type of data. We can pass here number, we can pass boolean value, we can pass another object, we can pass array itself. Okay, we can pass multiple data inside this array. I will save this one. Now inside this you can see I am having all this data. Now inside this also I will be having this data. Now to access this one, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So I should just write here 6, and inside 6 I just want to access the 0th position. I will save this. I should be getting the result as 3. Okay, these are some of the ways to access arrays inside the arrays. And this is all about arrays. I hope you are clear with the arrays concept. Next, we are going to see methods inside the arrays.